Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. My name's Levi McCurdy, and this is episode 209, dude. We've been doing it for 209 weeks. Can you believe it? Here's the thing. What I need you to do before we even get started. If you're on the mobile app, iPhone, Android, the YouTube app, go to the comment section, swipe left if you can, and hit the hype button, okay? We need everyone to hit the hype button. New feature of YouTube, boost the algorithm, aka views through the roof.
What are we doing?
And so then once you hit the hype button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification button, you're going to be hitting a lot of buttons if you haven't done so already. If you do, or if you have done so already, A, congratulations to you, and B, thank you, and C, you don't got to hit as many buttons, just like half the buttons. But if you haven't done all those things, now you got to do A to Z. You got to do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and steps 5 and step 6. You know what I mean? Hit all the buttons, hit share, tell your friends, text your mom, tell her there's a new episode out, and let everybody know that you're listening to the latest episode of the What Are We Doing podcast after you hit subscribe, because 66% of you who are listening to this episode aren't subscribed, and you should be. So at this point in time, we basically need to make it clear to everybody that this is where you should be. We're tuning in this week, no backdrop, because guess what? I'm busy. And it's being used elsewhere, okay? Not the actual backdrop, because it's a one of a kind. No one else gets that. But the stand needed to erect said backdrop is being used. We got other things going on. I'm busy, okay? So no backdrop this week. It's fine. Megs and I, last weekend, we go on this day date. I'm like, let's just go. We'll get some lunch. We'll do some day drinking. We'll have some fun. We'll play some games. We'll go to Dave & Buster's. Megs and I, we sometimes like to go to Dave & Buster's. We play the game. I have it in my mind that eventually I'll have enough tickets from the Dave & Buster's arcade to get the PS5.
What are we doing?
I know for a fact, 1,000%, you don't need to leave a comment. Leave a comment anyways for the algo. But like in regards to this topic, I don't need you to tell me, like my wife tells me every time, Levi, you're going to spend 10 times as much at the Dave & Buster's to get the PS5. Why don't you just go get one? They're only like $200 now. It's just a PS5. Just go do that. You're going to spend some money. I know.
What are we doing?
It's not about how much I spend. It's about the experience getting the PS5. Who do you know? Who do you know in your life that says, oh yeah, I got the new Switch 2, because they got a Switch 2 now at D&B. It's either a PS5 or a Switch 2, and I haven't decided yet because I'm this close. I don't have enough tickets, but we'll see once I inevitably get there what current game console I'm going to take home for free, by the way. You know what I mean? Boy math. And so at the end of the day, it's the experience, because you don't know anybody. You don't know anybody. Everyone you know paid for their PS5 and paid for their Switch 2 and paid for their consoles. You don't know anybody who got a free console from Dave & Buster's, do you?
What are we doing?
Except for me when it inevitably happens. So it's a life goal of mine. So we tend to go to Dave & Buster's frequently because, I think that eventually one day, rather soon, I'll have enough. I'm about 100,000. You need 160,000. And I think right now we're at about 40 or 50, maybe close to 60,000. I haven't checked in a while. We had on 3,000 or 4,000 tickets every time we go. So we just got to put them on the app or do whatever. I'm not sure how many we currently have, but it's close to about 40 or 50,000. So we need 100K more.
What are we doing?
And then we'll have our essentially 100% free PlayStation 5 and or Nintendo Switch and or whatever console I decide to get that day. Whatever one's out and newest and best of value for me to walk out the front door with for free, because I'm not giving them any money. I'm giving them Dave & Buster's points, and those aren't real. And so at the end of the day, it's free. And so that's it. And so we go to Dave & Buster's. Now, here's the issue with Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's likes to charge you an actual physical arm and a leg for one drink.
What are we doing?
So as you can imagine, with the two of us, at minimum, it's 2 drinks for us. We're not just going to get one. We'll probably get 2, sometimes 3. So as you can imagine, the tab at the Dave & Buster's bar is always through the roof outrageous. Not to mention, it's the exact opposite, on the exact opposite end of the scale as the service you would expect for the amount of money I pay at the Dave & Buster's bar, that I would get none other than 5-star, around-the-clock, best service from the best bartenders in the area. Yes or yes? Stick with me. The answer's no.
What are we doing?
These bartenders, at least at our Dave & Buster's, I can't speak for all locations, but I'd imagine some of them fall under the category of the bartenders at our Dave & Buster's are some of the worst employees on this planet, and all should be fired. They should clear house, and corporate should come in and do a hostile takeover.
What are we doing?
I mean, we have been there too many times to count, and it's the same team. There is maybe a new face here and there, but at the end of the day, they hire the slowest, most least qualified, worst to attendance. I can't, it's not a great experience when you go. Thank God for the distraction of no less than 150 screens in your face that we don't half the time have to worry about or even pay attention to the terrible experience we're having at the D&B bar. But it's okay. We forget it once the alcohol starts flowing. The games and the tokens and the tickets just kind of make all of that go away anyways.
What are we doing?
So I don't like drinking at Dave & Buster's because it's expensive. So this time I was a little smartsy-fartsy. There's a wine and spirits 2 doors down. And so I just hopped in there, got a couple mini bottles, and just kind of pre-gamed a smidge in the parking lot of D&B. That way I didn't have to spend an arm and a leg on that many more drinks at Dave & Buster's. Fun life hack, just bring your own alcohol to the bar, pre-game in the parking lot. It's half the cost. You're winning and saving money while getting even more drunk.
What are we doing?
Drink responsibly, of course. Don't drive drunk, the whole 9 yards. Be responsible. I'm just a podcast host. Don't listen to me. But at the end of the day, Megs doesn't really like just drinking raw out the bottle from the wine and spirit. She needs a whole layer of sugar and flavor and everything to cover up that taste of alcohol. So naturally, she got a drink at Dave & Buster's. And what drink did she get? Because, you know what I mean? She's a bougie bitch. She needs the sparkliest, glitteriest, most fantasticest drink the Dave & Buster's could have to offer. And what is that currently right now on special? The 1942 Gold Dust Rita.
What are we doing?
Now, this margarita, okay, is one of a kind, okay? It is a 1942 go for gold, you know what I mean? You got to get a gold medal. Ultra premium Don Julio 1942 tequila. Grand Marnier, Tuca. I don't even know what these half of the ingredients are. That's why they can charge so much. Listen to the price. Fresh citrus mix and a gold glitter bomb. They dropped a gold glitter bath bomb on top of an orange slice, and then you let it disintegrate, and it makes your drink all sparkly and shimmery, and that's what you pay $20 for.
What are we doing?
Do you understand, folks, that for $20, my wife received probably no more than maybe a shot and a half of tequila, a bunch of layers on top of that, and a bath bomb, glitter bomb, not a bath bomb, obviously, an edible glitter bomb on top of her drink. And Dave & Buster's has the audacity to charge $19.99 for just one of these drinks. And to that I say, hey!
What are we doing?
For $20? Now listen, mid-shelf, that's a whole bottle. You can go down to Wine and Spirits and get a whole normal size bottle of Tito's for $19.99 right now. If you go bottom shelf, I can get you 1.5 to 2 handles of Nikolai for about $23.
What are we doing?
I can get you enough liquor to last a week for $20 at Wine and Spirits, let alone one margarita. I got one margarita, I'm gonna put it in my ass.
What are we doing?
I could buy enough liquor for enough drinks to serve like an entire like party / small get together for $20. And Dave & Buster's has the audacity to charge me $20. This is why I said at the beginning of the bit, this is why I don't drink at Dave & Buster's. It's so expensive. The price of alcohol there is outrageous to the point where, I mean, you gotta pre-game in the parking lot, okay? It's like the money, like you get a little thing, it's a little symbol and it just dissolves. It's like your money dissolving. The whole drink is a goddamn metaphor.
What are we doing?
It's just your money dissolving into the drink, making it glittery and fun, and then it's gone. Poof, just like your money when you order this drink. And by the way, shame on you, Dave & Buster's, not putting the prices on the menu.
What are we doing?
So that way, by the time my wife has already received the drink and taken at least half the sips out of it, because it's a short glass, so you get at least, 1, 2, maybe 4 or 5 straw pulls before the thing's gone because it's filled with ice.
What are we doing?
Until I realize actually how much it is. It's a $19.99 drink. I mean, it is the most absurd. You pay $9.99 at most, Dave & Buster's.
What are we doing?
Goddamn $20 drink at Dave & Buster's. Speaking of new stuff at restaurants and stuff, Arby's is back again with grilled meat, dude.
What are we doing?
I know. Listen, shout out to Lowe's, shout out to 280 Plus. I understand. I like Arby's. I like a beef and cheddar, but when it comes to them attempting to serve me grilled meat when they don't have a fryer or a grill in sight, hey guys, how you doing that?
What are we doing?
I get it. You grill it at a factory warehouse somewhere, a huge industrial kitchen, you flash grill it there, you put it in a baggie, you put it in a thing, and then someone puts it in a tub of boiling water for 4 to 5 minutes to unthaw it and cook it the rest of the way through, and half the time you get the grilled meat at Arby's, it's not even cooked properly.
What are we doing?
But now, thanks to Trisha Paytas and all of her friends, we have Arby's steak nuggets. They're little tiny steak bites, and apparently they're okay. I, of course, am not going to be participating in the Arby's steak bites, but if you want to, for yourself, let me know how they go. You can get them either plain. You just get like a bowl or a container of like 5 or 8 steak bites. You can get that as a meal if you want, with a side of fries, whatever. Or you can get a bowl, which is basically the same thing. They just put the steak bites in a bowl with mac and cheese. Or you can get a steak bite sandwich. And we all know how we feel about a popcorn chicken sandwich, let alone I'm sure the same physics apply to all of the steak bites falling out of the sandwich as soon as you take one bite, because there's no weight disproportion. You cannot put bites as a sandwich. If you're going to use bites, it has to be on a hoagie roll so that the gravity and the weight of the bite of meat, whether it's steak or chicken, popcorn chicken or Arby's steak, just falls into the roll, because you don't flip it or fold it upside down. So when you're holding the sandwich in the middle, all of the end pieces of the meat fall out of the sandwich because there's nothing holding it together but each individual piece of meat. Arby's, get it together!
What are we doing?
So if you want the sandwich, you can get cheese on it with pickles or whatever, onion, crispy straws, I don't know. You can go try it out. Reviews are in. Some people like it, some people don't. It's Arby's, man. If you're okay with the faux grilled meat from Arby's, then give it a shot. I heard The cheesesteak was disgusting. The burger was disgusting. And so I don't have high hopes for Arby's. But you know who does, dude? Our new friend, the Arby's boys. These guys have taken it to the extreme. They saw exactly what the Costco guys were doing, and they have taken their love and their obsession with Arby's and just kind of really mixed it all in together with satire, comedy, and just this TikTok account that has blown up. There's current, well, I mean, it hasn't really blown up, but they're small. They got 14,000 followers, okay? If you haven't heard about the Arby's boys, go check them out on TikTok. Let's watch some of their most popular videos. Let's watch this one here. Almost at 1 million views.
Her first. I'm always the one picking her up. I'm always the one filling up her car with gas, and it just feels very like one-sided. It's almost like she doesn't appreciate what I'm doing. And then when I get home, she's like, "Oh, you need to lose weight," and I'm like, "Okay, I'm eating in a caloric deficit. I'm getting 200 grams of protein, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's my goal. Do you understand that process?" So it's just one of those things where I feel like I'm being objectified, yet I'm not good enough for her. So it's just kind of like insane. I've gained 12 pounds of muscle mass in the last 6 months, and I'm losing sleep over that. I mean, look at my arms, for example. Like, literally feel my arm. Literally. Both of you, touch my arm. Seriously.
I'll get the steak. Do you
One text.
I love it!
What are we doing?
And so here's this one. This one has 1.3 million views. This is just them making Arby's just a fancy sit-down restaurant. Look at this.
And then paired with your meat mountains, we have our snack platter. For you, sir, the barbecue sauce goes great with your Diet Coke, and for you, the mozzarella sticks pairs perfectly with the blue Powerade. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It's just a 9-second, and this is how simple it can be. 1 million views, 9 seconds. I mean, it's probably one of the most original things I've seen in quite some time. I mean, look at this. 11 seconds. It's quick, right? They just film these back to back to back. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And it costs them like $30. You buy like 10 sandwiches, it's like 40 or 50 bucks. You go to an Arby's, you get a manager to say, okay, you can film here. We don't care. It's if you go into an Arby's and just start doing this, you're going to get kicked out. But if you go in there and you ask to speak to the manager and you're polite and you're like, look, we're filmmakers, we're comedians. Can we come in here on like a Tuesday or Monday when you're super slow in here, at whatever time you tell us you're the slowest, we'll come in, we're going to order a bunch of food. We'll tip your staff just for putting up with us. Let us spend like 3 hours in here and let us film in your location so we can get that actual effect of being in an Arby's. And I guarantee you, maybe 1 or 2 locations will say no, but guess what? I bet you drive 5 more minutes, you can find another Arby's who will say yes and let you do it.
What are we doing?
For 11 seconds, they're getting 1 million views, and I mean, it's utterly hilarious content. It's just the same bit over and over again, and I'm not mad at it. They've got businesses. They've got blue check marks commenting on their content.
What are we doing?
They've got, first of all, the official Arby's account has recognized them. Congratulations. They've got Welch's Fruit Snacks attention. They've got Gain Laundry Detergent is commenting on their TikToks. I mean, congratulations to the Arby's boys for coming up with what possibly could be like my all new, like top 10. Like, I mean, this shit's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. What else do they have? Like, it's just him trying to order, like they get the guy behind the counter. I mean, look at this.
It's usually so much better than this.
It's just a 4-second anything but putting the fries in the bag.
What are we doing?
I mean, if this is your undiscovered page of the week, do yourself a favor, go to TikTok, search and look up Arby's Boys, and just really, I mean, just take a look at what they're doing.
Do you need directions?
No, I was hoping I could order something here.
From where?
Here, Arby's. Got it.
The restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah, why? Can I just order something here?
Oh my god, I think so. Let me, these don't work anymore. Let me see. I've never taken an order before. That's great. What's your name? That's crazy.
Sam.
Let me see what we have. Yeah, wow. Oh my god. Food. Hey,
Listen,
What
if
are we
you're not a
doing?
fan, get at least get to Arby's and get a beef and cheddar. I can't condone the other like 80% of the menu. I mean, the chicken's fine, the fries are fine, the beef and cheddar's fine, but like when it comes, I don't know, dude, the steak, I can't get behind it. It's one of those situations where Arby's is just, I mean, it's one of those things. You buy a few props and trays from Walmart. You spend $50 on props, trays, get a couple of your friends, spend another $50 on food, talk to some managers, and you are going to just, they almost have 1 million likes. It's the Arby's boys.
What are we doing?
So that's just something I came across this week. I thought everyone would appreciate the Arby's update. We got the new steak bites. I thought, what better way to celebrate the launch of another fake grilled meat at Arby's than to introduce you all to the next iteration of boys getting famous on the TikTok algorithm than the Arby's boys. So check them out. Give them a follow if you haven't done so already. And speaking of social media, dude, listen to me. We keep coming back. We keep coming back just when I think you guys are sick of hearing the same story over and over and over again. My life keeps getting that much better. Ever since, I mean, not even talking years past, just calculating 2025 alone, I have personally accumulated upwards of $45,000 worth of free stuff that I have won, that people have sent me for free to my house off of Twitter or X or whatever you call it.
What are we doing?
I have won so many giveaways. I have won so many free things. I have won everything I won a vintage Pokemon card earlier this year. I've won a free membership to a Patreon page. I won a Los Pollos Hermanos Breaking Bad apron from Better Call Saul himself. I just won a Chili's giveaway. Chili's was doing a Radical Rita t-shirt giveaway. Just finally got that in the mail. And folks, by God, I didn't even try to do it again.
What are we doing?
I didn't even try this time. I'm simply just being me, okay? Last week, I'm out here giving praises. I'm out here singing praises to my friends over at Sheetz. Because why? Because you know it, I know it, they know it, everyone knows it, no one else can compare. Sheetz uses the premium brand. They know what they're doing when it comes to MTOs and hot dogs specifically.
What are we doing?
And so I shouted them out. I'm like, yo, I was in the mood for 6 chili cheese dogs. They're the best of the best. You know I'm getting them from nowhere but Sheetz, okay? Now, unfortunately, later in that clip, they didn't have chili. I had to get them from somewhere else, but it's fine. We made up for it. Later that week, I got my Sheetz chili cheese dogs because why? Say it with me. They're the best. You don't get them from anywhere else. I don't care what you or your mom or your cousin says about fast food gas station hot dogs. You get them from Sheetz or nowhere else.
What are we doing?
And so I posted that clip. I didn't tag anybody. I didn't DM anybody. I didn't hashtag anybody. I did nothing. I mean, I might have. There might have been a hashtag. I don't know, but I didn't do it on purpose. I'm telling you, this all happened naturally. I post that clip. I then immediately get a comment on that post from Sheetz themselves saying, "What up, dog? Thanks for the shout out." I then, boop, check my DMs. It's Sheetz. They slid in my DMs with a Z on the end.
What are we doing?
And so I'm checking my DMs and Sheetz is in there. They're like, yo, bro, We appreciate the love. Send the Addy, send the t-shirt size, and we got you. We're going to return the favor for the shout out. And I said, yo, bet, here's the address. Here's my t-shirt size, but I'll do you one better. Let me get a Sheetz Halloween costume.
What are we doing?
And now my Sheetz homie, my Sheetz friend, they were like, listen, the Sheetz Halloween costumes, those aren't up for grabs. I'm only authorized to give out a t-shirt. And I said, hey man, that's not good enough. Give me the Sheetz Halloween costume instead of the t-shirt. Okay, stick with me. Stick with me. I'll wear the Sheetz Halloween costume on every episode of the podcast for like, I don't know what, the remainder of Halloween, October, and halfway through November. Maybe if you want, for the rest of the year.
What are we doing?
We call it the rest of the year. Deal. I wear the Sheetz costume the whole episode. I shout out Sheetz, the title sponsor for the pod. Send me the Halloween costume. And to that, they said, I'll see what I can do. And so now, essentially what has happened is not only in the year of 2025, get your bingo cards out because I guarantee you didn't get this one. In the year of 2025, I am not only now very close friends with, still incarcerated, by the way, where's Donald Trump with the pardon? Joe Exotic.
What are we doing?
In 2025, I'm now friends with Joe Exotic, as well as in 2025, this close to having some form of official relationship with an incredible brand and business such as Sheetz, dude. So if you haven't done so already today, go to your local Sheetz. I don't care if you're a Wawa kind of girl. Get to the nearest Sheetz.
What are we doing?
Get some gas, get a drink. They have over 250 varieties. Get yourself a snack, okay? You want a bag of something healthy? Go get some like trail mix over there by the dry snacks. You want something a little toasty toast? Get yourself a little slider, a little appetizer sampler on the MTO screen. You need something a little bit more? Get yourself a pizza. And hey, guess what? They've got all new chicken tacos at Sheetz. We tried them. They're bomb diggity.
What are we doing?
I didn't think, I was skeptical. I was like, yo, Sheetz, I don't know. What are we doing with the chicken tacos? Are these going to be okay? Are these going to be okay? Because for the record, like 7-Eleven sells mini tacos, okay? And those are kind of disgusting. And so I was like, what's Sheetz doing? Let's see where we're at with the chicken tacos. They came in a little taco boat. It was delicious shredded chicken. I wish they would let me pick more than 2 toppings on my tacos, or at least let me customize each one in my order. It's fine. I'll contact the app development team. We'll have it fixed by next week. It's all new shredded chicken tacos at Sheetz. Go get them while supplies last. They're delicioso.
What are we doing?
And so, I mean, if that's not like if that's not resume enough, like here's my cover letter, that whole advertisement I just did for the all new chicken tacos. I mean, you can expect that, Sheetz family, every week on the pod while I'm dressed up as whatever type of Halloween costume you've all concocted. I'm ready for it. Send it my way. You have the address. You have my size. Let's make it happen. I mean, you want to sell unlimited chicken tacos? Let's go, Sheetz. Let me know. DM me back. Send the gear. And we'll make it happen. I mean, we could start as early as next week. We could start tomorrow. I'll throw it on. We'll do an emergency pod to announce the official partnership. Ship it overnight. Let's go, Sheetz.
What are we doing?
Shout out to Sheetz. So, I mean, I'm like, let me get a Halloween costume. So at minimum, let's not forget, at the very minimum, I'm getting a free t-shirt. This will be like my fourth free Sheetz t-shirt, okay? Every time Sheetz runs a promo or has a post on Facebook, we like it, we comment, we share, we get picked out of the 15 people they pick because odds are, why not? And at the end of the day, Sheetz has sent us plenty of the free t-shirts. So we have plenty of those. So I was like, dude, we already have a t-shirt, but at minimum, we're getting a 4th free Sheetz t-shirt in our lifetime. And at most, we're going to do, and we're contractually obligated to do whatever Sheetz wants me to do on this podcast for the next like 3 to 6, potentially 8 to 12 weeks.
What are we doing?
But I mean, we love it. Shout out to Sheetz. I'm gonna get a Sheetz tumbler. I'm gonna get a Sheetz t-shirt. I mean, we are going to this is probably going to become the Sheetz studio. We'll get it. We might get a new backdrop. If Sheetz comes back in the DMs and is like, Levi, we're gonna do it. We're sending you the Halloween costume. Let us know how you're going to take this to the next level. Let us know how you're going to take this to 1,000, let alone 100,000 times, even into the stratosphere that it already will be. And I'm like, let's go, babes. Custom Sheetz backdrop, Sheetz shirts, Sheetz merch, Sheetz tumbler, Sheetz coffee every episode, brought to you by Sheetz. Download the app, start saving on gas, start saving on food. Hey, listen, you don't have the Sheetz app? You're paying for your hot dogs?
What are we doing?
You place like 1 or 2 orders on the Sheetz app and you have enough points for free hot dogs for like the rest of your life. I haven't paid for my Sheetz hot dogs because I have that many accumulated points for everything else that I have to buy at Sheetz anyways. They're like, basically, my hot dogs and my tacos, they're free. Download the Sheetz app today. Submission number 2, Sheetz, DM me.
What are we doing?
We're going crazy over here. Now I'm just spitfiring. Now I'm just go. I should probably go to Sheetz right now. I should probably go down to Sheetz right now. By the way, one last thing about Sheetz. I've got 5 now. They are building the 5th Sheetz within a 5-minute drive of my house right now.
What are we doing?
If I immediately leave my house and go that way, 2 minutes, there's a Sheetz. If I go that way, 2 minutes, there's a Sheetz. If I go that way, 2 more minutes, that's where they're building the new Sheetz. And then if I go immediately that way, 2 more minutes down from the new Sheetz that they're building, guess what? That's another Sheetz on the same road.
What are we doing?
We have at least 4, I might have jumped the gun. It's either 4 or 5 Sheetz within a 5-minute drive of each other and my house at any given time. So, I mean, bet your bottom dollar they're taking over Wawa who. You know what I mean? There's no competition.
What are we doing?
You ever see Wawa have a Sum 41 concert in their parking lot? No. You ever see Wawa slide in my DMs offering me a free t-shirt for no reason? No. You ever see Wawa sending me a Halloween costume for an unofficial partnership for the podcast for the rest of the year? No, Wawa doesn't do that shit. You know who does? Sheetz.
What are we doing?
So be on the lookout. We're probably going to be reporting live from the Sheetz studios here any episode now. It's at any point in time within the next 2 to 3 weeks. This very well, everything could change, and we'll be probably broadcasting live out of the Sheetz studio, Central PA location.
What are we doing?
Well, listen, it's over. Life of the Showgirl has come and gone. It's been a week. No one gives a shit anymore. It's done. Okay, now, of course, Taylor's going to release like unlimited amounts of special editions. She's already got the extended coming. She's got the one that has her commentary on it. She's got the one that just has her feelings on it before every song. She's got the deluxe edition that has all the definitions on it before every song. She's going to milk this cow for the next 6 to 9 months. But in regards to the initial press tour, Homegirl made all of her rounds last week as we were recording. Thanks a lot, Taylor. And so now she's done with the interviews. I mean, everything from BBC Radio, Capital Breakfast Radio, Hits Radio, Magic FM, Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, The Graham Norton Show, a Sirius XM interview, Apple Music, Jimmy Fallon, we'll get to it in a second, and Late Night with Seth Meyers, and I'm sure amongst a couple of other stops and interviews and radio and TV along the way. But essentially, with all that, Taylor has officially broken records. And so, we knew that would happen. And at the end of the day, why wouldn't she? It's Taylor Swift. Of course, she's going to, not break any records. And I mean, all of the interviews were the same. They asked her to show me the ring, ask about the engagement, how's Travis doing, are you going on tour, blah, blah, blah. Every single interview was the same.
What are we doing?
And so it's fine. I mean, it's Taylor Swift. There's not much else you can ask her other than what's it like being the #1 female pop star ever, and what's it like being engaged to Travis Kelce, and what's it like wearing that custom design engagement ring from Travis Kelce as you walk around this planet Earth as a real human being. How's your cat? How's it going? Are you going on tour? Answer these 10 predetermined questions that our teams came up with together, and let's get the fuck out.
What are we doing?
And dude, here's the issue. Here's what we've discovered with this press tour. Because this album release press tour came alongside an all-new engagement for Taylor Swift to Mr. Travis Kelce, that's what half of it was about. And to be honest with you, Taylor Swift sitting down for all of these interviews and spending no less than 70% of her time talking about how much she loves and how cute Travis Kelce is the most cringiest thing on this damn planet.
What are we doing?
It's just there's so many things wrong with Taylor Swift talking about how cute Travis is and her favorite things about him. It's one of the most, I'm bored. I'm bored with the Travis and Taylor Swift timeline. I can't do it anymore. I don't really care. It's like one of those situations where you can't really take too much more of it. And it's just listen to her. This is her talking about him. I mean, if you do your best to not fall asleep during this whole segment, it's just her explaining Travis and meeting other celebrities and what Taylor Swift should have known, but it's okay because she's only dated celebrities in the past. What she should have known is that she can't just throw someone like Travis Kelce into a pool full of other celebrities without him directly embarrassing himself or acting as if he shouldn't even really belong. This is her explaining something fun that she thinks is funny that happened. It's so boring. It's just
thing about having Travis out on tour.
It's so bad.
He would go to the tent
it's
and give me the tea afterward. Yeah. We'd do the debrief afterward in the car. And so I was like, I gotta let you know, your favorite director is in the tent. He loves Greta Gerwig.
Yeah, of course.
He loves her movies.
Arby.
And it's
he loves her range, you know what I mean? Being able to do this many different types of films, it's incredible. It's genre hopping. It's really impressive. And so he was like, oh my God, I really want to tell her how funny I thought Barbie was. And I'm like, you absolutely should. She's the sweetest, giggliest person to tell that you like their work. You're gonna love her. And so
I might fall asleep.
Happens, I'm like, oh my God, everyone's having the best time. And afterward, he gets in the car. He has had as many shots as everyone else has had. And he's like, this was the most fun tent. Everybody was amazing. Tom Cruise is going crazy. Like Liam is just as fun as Chris.
Fine.
And Liam's fiance Gabrielle is so cool. And Ashton was there, and Mila, and oh my God,
Okay.
Hugh Grant was there, and I got to tell him how much I love his movies, and he was so cool.
Yep.
Everyone was amazing. I'm like, oh my God, that's awesome.
Wow.
Like, you didn't mention Greta. Did you meet Greta? And he's like,
So
yeah.
exciting.
I did. I think I told an annoying joke that she's heard too many times. Like, and I was like, okay, well, what did you say? He's like, well, I walked up to her and I was like, I love Barbie. I'm just Ken too. And then I pointed to you. And I was like, that's such a solid joke.
That's
She
not
will have
terrible.
loved that. And he
This
was like,
clip
she was really polite about it. Like she smiled
we have
polite,
2 more
but
minutes.
she didn't say anything. And I was like, that's clearly
And-
out of character, but maybe she has heard that joke too many times. I mean,
Spoiler alert, he was talking to the wrong
What are we
person.
doing?
He was talking to the wrong person. Taylor pulls up the photo of the person he thought he was talking to, and he was like, no, that's so-and-so. And Taylor's like, no, that's so-and-so, and that's so-and-so. You told Hugh Grant's wife that you really liked her Barbie movie, and she didn't direct the Barbie movie. The person you were dancing wild with on the dance floor was actually the person who did the Barbie movie.
What are we doing?
It's the most, I'm so bored. These two are the most boring. I mean, if Taylor Swift could have not picked any more of a boring couple, I mean, she couldn't have made it work with the kid from England. Like, come on, let's just, can we run it back? Can something happen? I mean, I don't know, man. It just doesn't excite me anymore. It's one of those situations where it's like, okay, the best we can come up with is telling a story about the one time that Travis mistaken the one guy's wife with the director that he loved and complimented the movie of the wrong person. And how funny is that?
What are we doing?
That's it. That's what we've got. There's no nothing in between. There's nothing better, nothing more exciting than just Travis Kelce not knowing who the actual, if he can't, it's not one of his favorite movies if he can't directly identify the director to her face.
What are we doing?
Like, clearly he doesn't like her or the work that she does that much, or he would have known exactly who that person was.
What are we doing?
I'm bored with these two, but the album, I mean, it's broken records, okay? Taylor Swift, she broke Adele's record. Adele's record has been broken for the biggest album in a single week, passing 3.5 million units. So shout out to all the girls who hit Target at midnight last week. We did it. You beat Adele. Way to go. Taylor Swift, 1 week record is here, and it's hers. It's hers. It's hers, and she deserved it. Taylor Swift's The Life of a Showgirl now officially has a claim to the biggest first week numbers ever recorded for an album. Billboard reported Wednesday that in its first 5 days out, the album surpassed 3.5 million equivalent album units, representing a consumption across both sales and streaming. That breaks the record previously held by Adele's 25 album, which bowed with 3.482 million units in December of 2015's Billboard chart, a high watermark that has stood for just 2 months shy of a decade. It was almost 10 years Adele had the record, and then Taylor Swift came in and stole it from her. The tour media appears to be over for now. That's what we said. The press release is over. But Swifties are hoping for a surprise appearance. So these are the rumors now. Rumors swirling in the Twitter sphere. What's coming next for Taylor Swift? And it is that thereof a surprise appearance on Saturday Night Live, because her best friend, Sabrina Carpenter, new best friend, I should say, Sabrina Carpenter, is hosting SNL on October 18th. So with Sabrina being on the album, will Taylor make a guest appearance? Will it be a surprise? I don't know. But I'll tell you what Taylor's not doing, and that's the Super Bowl, okay? And we knew that last week, but now we have confirmation. Jimmy Fallon, during the press tour of Taylor Swift, has finally done his due diligence. For the first time in 5 years, Jimmy Fallon has finally asked a decent question.
What are we doing?
Jimmy Fallon has finally asked a question that his audience has been waiting for the answer for presumably weeks now. And so Jimmy Fallon, of course, did the smart thing when he had Taylor sit down for an interview and ask her about the Super Bowl. We've all been speculating, we mentioned it last week, was Taylor not doing the Super Bowl because of the show rights, filming the show, or what's the real reason? Because there's no way, we're all mental cases and we just made up the fact that she had to have been in negotiation, there had to have been a deal on the table, but something happened, something fell through, and now we got Bad Bunny. Not complaining, but this is what she had to say. Listen to this crock of shit from Taylor Swift. She's lying to us all. She's a liar.
No.
Okay.
She's a liar. Run it back. I'm too hyped up. I'm too hyped up. She's a liar. Listen to this lie, blatant lie coming right out of her fat mouth. Listen to this.
You didn't turn down the Super Bowl because of performance footage.
No.
Okay. And
No. Well, here's the thing. Like Jay-Z has always been very good to me.
Yes.
Our teams are really close.
Okay.
Like, it's like they sometimes will call and say, how does she feel about,
Yeah.
And that's not like an official offer or an official or like a conference room conversation.
Just a
like
feeling
our teams
out.
are really close. How does she feel about it in general? And we're always able to like tell him the truth, which is that like I am in love with a guy who does that sport on that actual field. Like that is violent chess. That is gladiators without swords.
Right?
That is dangerous. I am the whole season I am locked in on what that man is doing on the field. Can you imagine if like he's out there every single
We're gonna
week,
run
like,
it back.
putting his life on
Listen
the
to
line,
what she
doing
said.
this very dangerous, very high pressure, high intensity sport, and I'm like, I wonder what my choreo should be.
He's like, oh my gosh, honey, let me have one thing.
What are we doing?
She said, listen to what she says again.
That's not like an official offer or an official or like a conference room conversation.
just a
Like our
feeling
teams
out.
are really close. How does she feel about it in general? And we're always able to like tell him the truth, which is that like I am in love with a guy who does that sport.
We're always able to tell Jay-Z and the Super Bowl halftime show team the truth. We're always able to tell them the truth. And the truth is, I'm in love with a guy who plays football, and while he's playing football, I'm too locked in. So until Travis Kelce isn't playing football, I won't be not locked in enough to do the Super Bowl, and that's been the excuse. So that's what they say. That's what they say. That's the truth, Taylor. Lies and propaganda.
What are we doing?
There's no way that is the excuse of Taylor Swift for not doing the Super Bowl. There has got to be something else. The fact that we are supposed to sit here and believe that this is the excuse,
Like
feeling
our
out.
teams are really
this
close.
is the
How does she feel
excuse
about it
that she
in
tells
general? And
them the
we're always able to
truth.
like tell him the truth.
The
which
truth
that, like,
is,
I am in love with a guy who does that sport on that actual field. Like that is violent chess. That is gladiators without swords.
way.
That is dangerous. I am
Nope.
the whole season I am locked in on what that man is doing on the field. Can you imagine if like he's out there every single week like putting his life on the line, doing this.
That's his job.
Very dangerous.
he's doing it
very
whether you're doing the halftime
high-pressure,
show or not.
high-intensity
So what
sport.
does that have to
I'm
do
like,
with anything?
I wonder what my choreo should be.
He's like, oh my gosh, honey, let me have one thing. Let me have one thing.
I think we should do 2 verses of Shake It Off into Blank Space, into Cruel Summer.
She already has she already has it mapped out because she was already scheduled to do. I'm telling you, there's still something we don't know, and I'm sure for extremely tight sealed legal reasons, we're probably not gonna ever know why. I'm a firm believer it probably has to do with the rights, putting in the movie theater, doing anything with the footage at all, or just even having a smidge of control over the show or what she does, or making it longer, or whatever the demands of the world's #1 female pop star would be, Taylor Swift. That rider, I'm sure, would be like top of the line, the number one like nightmare for the Super Bowl halftime show team, crew, choreographer, the stage, everything she would need just to get the show done. It's only like a 10, 15-minute thing, and something tells me Tay-Tay needs at least 45 to get her point across.
What are we doing?
So the fact that she is now lying to our faces, I mean, how do we feel about that? As loyal Swifties, as people who have supported her mentally, physically, financially, going to the concerts, praising her name, putting it in the title of this podcast every other week just for the views. I mean, I feel a little bit, I feel like, why are you, hey Taylor, why are you lying?
What are we
Girl,
doing?
why you always lying? Like, come on, tell me the real reason. The real reason. The reason you're not doing the Super Bowl, babe, is because Travis Kelce is playing football this year. Like, what are we talking? There's statistically like a 13% chance that he actually makes it to the Super Bowl this year, let alone would even give a shit. You're telling me that Travis has a problem with Taylor doing the Super Bowl because it's his spotlight on the field? Shut the...
What are we doing?
I don't buy it. She's a lie. I think she's a liar. That's strike one. If Tay-Tay gets to strike three, we're going to have a real big problem. We're going to have a real big chat with what we do moving forward if Taylor ever gets to strike three. And that blatant lie coming out of her mouth was definitely strike one. Okay, so we'll see. She might get the strike eliminated if she comes out as a special guest on Saturday Night Live with Sabrina Carpenter and surprises us all with a viral moment, surprise Taylor Swift, Saturday Night Live with Cam Patterson, then maybe we remove the strike. But for now, it's strike one for Taylor Swift, babes. I don't buy it.
What are we doing?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Post Malone finally realized that he has his own bar in Nashville. We covered this a few months ago, back when, like, I don't know, it actually had a grand opening. People could go, do karaoke, buy drinks, music, and we saw clips. Every single person was posting clips and going and drinking and enjoying the atmosphere and having fun at the bar, except for Austin Richard Post.
What are we doing?
Now, naturally, you know, he's been on tour. He's been from city to city, stadium, tour bus flights, this and that. You know what I mean? He's been on tour. Naturally, I'm sure he didn't have all that much time, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, if I opened a bar in Nashville with my name on it, even if I'm in the middle of a tour, you're Post Malone. You call Colin at Amalfi Jets. You say, hey, Colin, it's Post Malone. I need a private jet from here and back again. Wheels up in 6 hours. I got to go check out my new bar. It's extremely important to just open. Like publicity, him at the bar, get more people through the doors. But instead, no Post to be found.
What are we doing?
Until now, of course, naturally, just a few days ago, they announced that yesterday, October 8th or October 7th, October 8th, I think it was the official grand opening of Post Malone's Nashville bar, POSTY'S. And so with that event, with everything going on, Post Malone said, hey guys, surprise, I'm going to do a free pop-up concert. Come tonight. Show starts at 8. And then guess what? When we're done doing the show, we're all headed to POSTY'S and tabs on me. You want drinks? You want food? It's on Post Malone tonight. You don't have to pay for it. Free show, free drinks, free food with Post Malone.
What are we doing?
Who's not going to go? And by God, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, they flooded to Nashville, Tennessee. I'm talking probably no less than six figure. I'm talking probably close to 400,000 people. I mean, the streets of Nashville were packed to the gills. It was a New Year's Eve Travis Scott style festival of a showed up concert. I think Post Malone maybe expected what? Maybe 10, 15,000 people showed up. It was 10 times as much.
What are we doing?
I mean, you cannot be a world-renowned artist such as Post Malone, with a history and discography in rap, R&B, pop, and now within the country scene, and make enough buzz to have a sold-out stadium tour and his own bar with his name on it in downtown Nashville, and not expect a mob mentality when you're putting on a free show and giving out free drinks and free food to anyone who wants it from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m., babes. Let's go.
What are we doing?
So they packed it. They packed it to the gills. It was to the point where some people were reporting it was too safe. Some people were reporting there were people like passing out. You couldn't move. The crowd was too tight. It was just people pushing and shoving all over the place. There were a few people who, just because of that large number of people in the crowd, didn't have such a good time at the free Post Malone concert. I tried finding any type of news outlet or official story about said size of the crowd and dangerous conditions or anything along those negative lines, and I couldn't really find much. The only thing I found were a few TikToks of people just saying they didn't have a good time and how chaotic it was because of the amount of people. And I mean, hey, what did you expect to happen?
What are we doing?
Fans packed Lower Broadway Wednesday night as Post Malone celebrated the grand opening of his new Nashville bar and restaurant POSTY'S with a free outdoor concert. The 26,000 square foot venue features 6 bars, 3 stages, a karaoke lounge, and a rooftop patio with views of the downtown skyline. Guests can enjoy a full dining menu with Southern classics, hearty sandwiches, and late night snacks, along with a walk-up counter off of 3rd Avenue for quick dining. POSTY'S performance packed Lower Broadway Wednesday night, while most described the event as high energy and memorable. Some viewers said they had concerns about crowd management. Ow!
What are we doing?
One woman shared photos of scrapes on her arm after falling in the crowd. POSTY'S is open to all ages during the day until 8 p.m. and to guests 21 and over at night. The venue joins a growing list of celebrity-owned spots operated by TC Restaurant Groups, which also runs the Morgan Wallen Bar, Jason Aldean's Bar, Luke Bryan's Bar, Miranda Lambert's Bar, and Lainey Wilson's Bar in downtown Nashville. So some people say it was a good time. Some people say it was overcrowded. You be the judge. I mean, we've had footage on the screen all throughout. I mean, this is just this is the line to get into the bar and restaurant. I can only imagine that it was just jam-packed all night. I don't think anyone probably got more than a drink or two, if that. I mean, at the end of the day, it is seemingly a success for Post Malone. I don't think we'll really get to Tennessee anytime soon to experience said bar, but it's definitely now on our list. We'll let the initial crowd die down. I heard it's Friday now. There's still a line from Wednesday.
What are we doing?
So congratulations, Post Malone, for finally opening the grand opening of your bar. Congratulations to you. And ladies and gentlemen, last but not least, we got a little bit of recap and record coming your way, okay? We just got news the other day that the all-new Game of Thrones prequel series, The Night of the Seven Kingdoms, is coming this January.
What are we doing?
We've got a lineup coming this January of 6 total episodes. The first season of HBO's new Game of Thrones series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, will have 6 episodes. Episode 1, January 18th. Episode 2, January 25th. Episode 3, February 1st. Episode 4, February 8th. Episode 5, February 15th. And finally, the season finale, Episode 6, on February 25th. And each episode is said to be roughly 30 minutes long, and the internet is losing their minds.
What are we doing?
Everyone's on edge. A Game of Thrones HBO show that's 30 minutes long. They should have just made it a movie.
What are we doing?
An HBO show, Game of Thrones, is 30 minutes long. We'll get nowhere in the story. I mean, these are just some of the negative comments towards the news that we have gotten this week. But at the end of the day, here's my thoughts, okay? It's new. This show is new. It's a new show. It's season 1. Even though it comes from a successful line, a successful franchise, and a successful Game of Thrones House of the Dragon that thereof before it, it's still new. And here's the other issue. There are 0 stakes for our main characters, and there are 0 dragons. Let me explain. In this show, it follows, who does it follow? It follows Egg Targaryen, the little boy, okay? And it also follows Duncan the Tall. Duncan the Tall, the Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. He was a squire for some old guy. The old guy passed away, so now Duncan has to be his own guy. You know what I mean? It's got like a Knight's Tale kind of twist to it. And then he becomes a protector and watcher over of little tiny precious child Egg Targaryen. And so with those 2 characters being the main characters of this show, there are no stakes here. Every single time that we get into a tussle, a battle, a life or death situation, a cliffhanger, what's going to happen to one of the main characters, we're getting none of that in this show, right? Because at the end of the day, we need 2 characters for this show to continue. And that is Sir Duncan and Egg Targaryen.
What are we doing?
So if at any point in time, any one of those 2 characters is in danger from episode 1 to episode 6, we know that there's probably a 99.9% chance that they're going to get out of it, and they're not just going to kill off one of our main characters, because then that'll make for kind of like a weird remainder of the season and or season 2 if we get one. You know what I mean? Like when we were watching all 8 seasons of Game of Thrones, when you watch House of the Dragon, you never know. We never know when it might be Jon Snow's last day, Targaryen's last day, his last day. Like any character could and has most likely died.
What are we doing?
You know what I mean? So throughout the series, it's a shot, man. We lose beloved characters, like to the point where at one point in time in Game of Thrones, Jon Snow died.
What are we doing?
You know, like it's a situation where there's stakes. Every week, we're on the edge of our seats watching Game of Thrones. We're on the edge of our seats watching House of the Dragon, waiting to see who's going to make it, who will perish, how does that affect the timeline, how are other characters going to react once they find out this news, how is that going to make for the rest of the season. And basically, with this new show, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, we don't get any of that. Yeah, I'm sure there will be death and losses along the way, but it's not going to be of our main 2 characters. There'll be C and B and D plot points that, will just be Targaryens and other characters lost to the history of the whole world and place that we live in. Does that make sense? Yes or yes?
What are we doing?
And so we will just watch every episode of this new series and go, okay, that was fun. We got to see this character. We got to see a Targaryen prince. We got to see their banner fly. We got to see some action. But here's the other, TLDR of it all. This show takes place 100 years before the main Game of Thrones series and 50 years after House of the Dragon. The House of the Dragon series is the fall and downfall of the Targaryens and dragons as a species. Once we get to A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, dragons have been extinct / no one has seen one or witnessed a dragon for at least 50 years. So in the trailer that we're about to review and watch together, you'll see a fake dragon with fire breathing effects. They're in like a theater type setting because this was at one point in time, you know, the way of the world with the Targaryens and their dragons and House of the Dragons, and all of those events have already happened in the timeline of episode 1 of A Night of a Seven Kingdom. Are you sticking with me? Let's go, babes. We're excited for a new show. It's recap and record, 6 episodes, 30 minutes long. And if that wasn't an explanation enough, I'm going to assume that if we do get, which we most likely will, if we do get a second season of this show, the episodes will inevitably be a little bit longer.
What are we doing?
So stick with us. We'll see what happens in the near future. This is the first official trailer for Game of Thrones prequel, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Let's take a look.
I was squire to Sir Arlen of Pennytree since I was a boy.
We're back, babes. 100 years before Game of Thrones.
Me to be a good knight, to defend the weak and the innocent.
Let's go.
And I swore that I would.
Are you Baelor Targaryen?
No.
Then would you move the fuck out of the way?
Yeah, sorry.
Love it. Humor.
What's your name?
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Low egg.
Never heard of him.
You know every knight in the Seven Kingdoms, then?
The good ones.
Love it.
If you could bring me to Ashford, I could swipe you some.
Rob me, and I'll hunt you down with dogs.
Love
You
it.
don't have dogs!
I'll get some.
Where?
Their dynamic's going to carry the show. I can't wait.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Not clever enough.
So a lot of people were asking who this guy is, and we have that answer. This man is none other than Prince Aerion Targaryen, known as Aerion the Monstrous or Aerion Brightflame. He's a cruel and arrogant leader, and is often thought to be mad and dabbled in black magic. So not the best Targaryen leader, if you know what I mean.
What are we doing?
Not the nicest of folks, but he seems to be one of the Targaryens in charge. He's got this killer armor made of dragon scale, and I mean, it is just, I'm pumped to be back in this universe. I'm so excited. Let's go. Rest of the trailer, part 2, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Oh my God, the Targaryen banners are there, dude. Look at this. Here's the rest of the trailer. Ready?
Stop gaping. See to my horse.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Not clever enough.
I know I'm just a hedge knight, but sometimes I think there could be more.
Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
They are my betters. These men have a name. I'm training. What chance do I have?
I have no chance.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it.
So the luck is ours alone?
Some action. Battle.
I need to fight honorably.
Let's go.
But sometimes I think I buried my courage alongside
That
the
armor,
man.
look at it. Oh,
And in every
hell
man,
yeah.
there are many men. So be brave.
Fake dragon.
Be just.
Get up!
Be tall.
Wow. Duncan the Tall. I mean, look, I'm excited. I can't wait. January 18th, babe. We're there. New Year 2026. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait. I think the dynamic between Duncan and Egg is going to be incredible. I think some of the comedy there in the trailer was incredible. Action looked great. Like I said, teeny tiny, small, you know what I mean? Like caveat, you just got to go in with that mentality that like, yeah, yo, we got hit to the ground. Egg's yelling at him, get up. But like, you know what I mean? He'll get up. He'll get up. You know, eventually he'll get up and then the story will continue. So at the end of the day, I think this show, I think it's going to be great. I'm a little nervous about that fact alone. I'm a little nervous about the runtime of the episodes. But with all that to be said, I mean, it's another Game of Thrones property. We love it. We love the adventure. We love the style. We love the format, that music, that darkness, that energy, that editing. I mean, it's good to be back. And especially knowing that will subside us in January into February. We probably take I think a couple months off, and then bam, we're back in it with House of the Dragon season 3 that is apparently going to kick off with one of the most outrageous battles that we've seen in that series history so far. So, I mean, I think 2026 gearing up for hopefully a good year with at least the Game of Thrones series, but hopefully, with everything else that they're putting out as well. So be on the lookout. Get an HBO Max subscription. It starts at $9.99, super affordable. Unlike everybody else, Fox Now, trying to charge me $20 a month for Gordon Ramsay. No thanks. I got Hulu for $1.99 on special. I'll wait till the next day.
What are we doing?
I'm not paying $19 more a month just to watch Gordon Ramsay live on Fox Now, Fox's new live streaming platform. They're like the last ones here. Everyone else has had their own streaming app for like the last 10 years now, and Fox has finally caught up. Fox is finally here with their own solo dolo subscription show, and they think it's okay to have the base price be at $19.99 a month. Oh, and guess what? When I signed up, it wouldn't even let me watch the Ramsay show that was on that day.
What are we doing?
So I immediately canceled. I'm good with Hulu, babes. I'll endure the ads, and I'll endure waiting 24 more hours for my Gordon Ramsay. Thank you. No thanks. Fox One. So, you know what I mean? That's where we're at. And finally, last but not least, the comical comedy of the President of the United States. I mean, this administration is just, I mean, they really, when they did the comedy podcast tour during the election, they really picked up. They really picked up some tips and tricks on how to be comedians, let alone stand-up comedians on a stage in front of a microphone, because, I mean, this administration is really some of the funniest, if not most hilarious comedy we've seen in quite some time. So I don't know if everyone's heard the breaking news or not, but for like the second or third time now, Donald Trump is claiming that he officially has word that Israel and Hamas will cease fire and there will be no more destruction to Gaza or Palestine and everything going on over there in the Middle East. We're shutting it down. We've got Netanyahu, we've got Bibi agreeing to the peace treaty. We've got Hamas agreeing to the peace treaty. We're going to release the hostages, and it's all thanks to our commander-in-chief, Zaddy Trumpets, that boy who lives in the White House, Zaddy T, baby.
What are we doing?
It's all thanks to him. No one else did it. No one else put the work in. No one else made the efforts to bring this much peace to the world than Donald Trump within his negotiations to end the conflict between Israel and Hamas over in the Middle East, to the point where that's what he campaigned on, ending that conflict, as well as, Russia and the Ukraine. He's working on that one next. But, he needs Israel to stop bombing the Gaza Strip so he can start building his hotel resort.
What are we doing?
I mean, we got to get the Chili's up. We got to get the Chili's up. We got to get the hotel up. We got to get the pool built. We got to get the casino done. We've got to get the room that Bill Burr's going to stay in when he headlines his comedy show on the Gaza Strip in 10 years. Let's go!
What are we doing?
We got to get that one done first. The Ukraine, we're not really ready to put up a Trump plaza in the middle of the Ukraine and or Russia right now. But by God, once Trump saw those AI renderings of the Gaza Strip, let's make that the number one priority. Get the peace treaty signed. And because of the countries involved in said conflict have said that they would agree to said peace treaty, Donald Trump now more than ever, which he has been, but now more than ever, is claiming that he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize.
What are we doing?
Donald Trump, and he's been campaigning on this for the last, 9 to 12 months. Donald Trump has been projecting and putting this out, trying to fruition, bring it into reality, the fact that if he can stop a conflict between two Middle East countries and no longer have them be in war, which we're proxy funding, by the way, but that's besides the point, then he deserves a Nobel Peace Prize. Why? Case in point, example number one, Obama got one, and he didn't do shit to deserve it.
What are we doing?
According to Zaddy Trumpets. You know what I mean? He probably did. He probably did something to deserve it. Hence the reason he got one. And so Donald Trump now thinks because that we've agreed to the peace treaty, we've agreed to stop the missiles. After a few more, we'll shoot off a few more missiles and then we'll stop Zaddy T. How's that sound? Give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Fast forward to today, spoiler alert, we're going to find out in a moment. They're just now live opening the envelope to see who gets it. We'll check back in a moment. But here's a montage of Donald Trump claiming he should, in fact, be awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
Peace Prize. He didn't do anything. They gave it to Obama for doing absolutely nothing. He got the Nobel Prize for doing nothing. They should give me the Nobel Prize. Everyone says that I should get the Nobel Peace Prize. I had so many people, you should get the Nobel Prize. I was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. I got the Nobel Peace Prize nomination. I got nominated.
Doesn't even know what it is half the time.
Where's my Nobel Peace Prize they don't talk about? A Peace
Prize,
Nobel nomination, and they didn't cover it. And I don't care.
It's just, it is
politicking for it. I'm just saying that there's a lot of unfairness in this world.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where Donald Trump, because of everything going on, he really wants nothing more than to add this award to his shelf. And I mean, the Nobel Peace Prize would just be the icing on the cake for him. And ladies and gentlemen, spoiler alert, here we are, live results, breaking news. They just announced the winner. The 2025 Nobel Peace Prize winner is Maria Cornelia Machado.
What are we doing?
I'm pretty sure I pronounced her name completely wrong. I apologize, Miss Maria, but congratulations, Maria. Miss Maria is the winner of this year's Nobel Peace Prize. She is a Venezuelan opposition leader, and she received the Nobel Peace Prize for promoting democratic rights in her country. And this is what the curator and the runner and the person in charge of the Nobel Peace Prize office said about Donald Trump not winning. They said, when authoritarians seize power, it is crucial to recognize courageous defenders of freedom who rise and resist. The Norwegian Nobel Committee said in a citation in explanation as to of why they didn't give it to Zaddy T.
What are we doing?
So as you can imagine, Donald Trump's probably not having a great day, knowing that they gave Obama a Nobel Peace Prize for presumably doing nothing. And now, instead of him, they've given it to this lovely, lovely Venezuelan leader, Miss Maria Machado. And so, dude, I mean, congratulations to everyone who participated, all the nominees. I just hope, winner or loser, everyone had fun.
What are we doing?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Levi McCurdy. This has been another episode of the What Are We Doing podcast. I hope you all have a great freaking weekend. We're going to see you next week for an all new episode, baby. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notification, hit the hype button by swiping left on the comments. Hit hype. It's for small creators like me. Make it happen. We need to feed the algorithm. It's hungry. And we're here for it, babes. Let's go. I can't thank you enough for watching. I can't thank you enough for subscribing. I can't thank you enough for supporting 209 weeks of this godforsaken show. Until next time, I'll see you at 210, babes. Peace out, everybody. Bye.
What are we doing?